Well, good evening, Mid-Michigan. I'm your host, Rachelle Legrand, and welcome to our News 10 Juneteenth special, Unity in Our Community. Well, Merry Christmas Eve, everyone. I'm Rachelle Legrand, filling in for Deanna Giles this evening. And if you've been checking your list and checking it twice, perhaps you're one of the many shoppers who flooded the Okemos Mire this Sunday morning, gathering last-minute staples to finish your Christmas meals. Developing story out of Jackson County, 2 people are dead after they crashed head-on overnight. The accident happened on M60 Spring Arbor Road, just east of Reynolds Road. According to the sheriff's office, the drivers, 22-year-old Jadlyn Hammond and 21-year-old Grace Kemmer, were both killed in the accident. Spartan fans will notice a change in the food for sale when the new athletic season begins this fall. The athletics department announced today it has a new contract with the company Levy to provide food and beverage service in its athletic venues. And if you've got a case of the Mondays, everybody, it's time to shake it off, okay? Because Regina Carey is back today, and she's going to tell us how the power of our words and our language determines whether or not our Monday is going up or if it's going down. Welcome back, Regina. Pop this one in my mouth.
You got it. Oh!
I am live this afternoon at Jackson Field, and in just under 2 hours, this entire stadium that you're looking at will be filled with fans who are ready to get this baseball season started. So we're going to give you a full-on Lansing Lugnut lineup, plus we're going to give you a play-by-play of everything that's going on the field as well as off. So in the meantime, sit back, relax, and let's play ball!
LVPG, LVPG, LVP, Grand Ledge Varsity!
I know you heard that, Studio 10. Welcome. My name is Rachelle Legrand, and I'm standing here with the award-winning Grand Ledge Varsity Pon team. And today they're going to tell us, of course, what it felt like to bring home the gold, but also what hard work, perseverance, and dedication in our Studio 10 Pep Talk, what that really gets you. And they're not going to just show us what we can wear, but more importantly, how we can wear it. Mental health advocates are concerned about the future of patient care as the state health department prepares to shift gears. Changes are coming in for Michigan for behavioral health services and how they're provided through Medicaid. News 10's Riley Connell explains. Flag, but turns out there's this new trend called the beige flag. So basically the beige flags, they're little quirks or habits that we notice in our significant others or possible partners. So they're not exactly deal breakers, but they do make you question if this is something you can handle in a relationship.
What's your beige flag?
That's a red flag. I have no beige flags.
Oh.
Okay, I'm green flag written all over. Sometimes schools there's a lot of structure and rigid, and when you get that chance to kind of be fluid and find those words and pen them to paper, I think that's what makes it so much more rewarding and fulfilling too. Yeah. That's right. But one man who just opened his restaurant in downtown Lansing is hoping to fill your appetite, but also give you a feast of Africa and Caribbean culture. Now, we may be an ocean and a million miles away, but we are jumping into some island jams and jollof. So check out our new table for 10. It's a well-known argument on which culture makes the best rice.
Still ongoing debate right now between Nigerian jollof, Ghanaian jollof, or Senegalese jollof. And of course, Nigerian jollof is still the best, but the debate is still going.
But in Lansing, the award goes to the Sapelo family. Oluwaseun is a Lagos native, but also a Lansing transplant.
One more is coming, please.
And he's sharing the best food of the diaspora.
Here's the jollof here made with parboiled rice, with bell pepper, green pepper, Scotch bonnet or habanero, tomato paste, and the secret is the seasoning. I can't tell you that.
But he's not giving away his secret ingredients. He is opening his doors to share the African and Caribbean cuisine for people in mid-Michigan.
The way they described Africa, you know, some people that have never been able to travel outside the country, they don't know how rich our culture is. So we wanted to bring that vibe that, you know, when you get a chance to go to Africa or to the Caribbean, it's actually a beautiful place and where we celebrate our culture, and that's why everything here, it's well detailed and to bring that vibe of home.
Throughout the restaurant, you feel Oluwaseun's home, from the menu, the decorations, the music. And that's because his home is not only mirrored in the lounge, it's mirrored behind the kitchen counter.
Growing up, when you have a mother kitchen cooking. We are all in the kitchen with her. You know, she tells you, hey, can you bring the salts? You know, can you bring the Maggi? You know, different seasoning. So it's like a way of connection, and that's what gives us the enjoyment of the cooking, you know, like bringing us together as a community.
And this new restaurant serves as his connection and fusion between Africa, the Caribbean, to mid-Michigan.
I want everyone to be able to come here and celebrate our culture. So cooking is love for me. Yes. This is fufu. It's made out of yam, so we call it pounded yam. So you blend the yam, and you boil water, and you just mix it together, and kind of stir it until it become solid. Most people in Lansing, I found out that they don't know what plantain is. It's a bigger brother of banana, if it makes sense. And we just cut it in the paste, season it with a little bit of salt, and fry it, and it becomes plantain. Very good.
From finger foods to plated meals, every plate is a connection from his home to his heart that fills with hunger and happiness.
How you doing? Good to see you. Good to see you. How you doing? I wish, man. I know. Listen, I ain't that limber.
They say it takes a village to raise a child.
Good. All right. Good.
But this village on the east side of Detroit raised the first black lieutenant governor of Michigan.
Definitely. Always good seeing you.
All right, now, we out here. You know that computer lab right next door? So when I was 16, I built the first computers to start that computer lab and put them in there. Yeah. And so
You see Lieutenant Gilchrist behind this podium. But before this office, this was his office.
I ain't nobody's esports athlete, though.
Behind a computer as a software engineer. It wasn't until the 2008 presidential campaign that he learned he could bridge a world of politics and problem solving together.
So that's when I saw that you could use technology to help people realize their political power and potential. And I was blown away that was true.
But his village saw something in him before he saw it in himself.
You know I'm rooting for you, baby.
I appreciate that.
His first time setting foot in the Capitol was on a field trip his grandmother took him on.
We then got a chance to have a meeting with a state legislator. So I met with State Representative Morris Hood. So he gave a note that was on his letterhead that I had to take back to my teacher. And it said that Garland Gilchrist II was handling official business that I gave to my teacher.
Experiences like this and standing up for his peers, both in and out of the classroom, were laying the foundation to his role as a leader and public advocate.
I ran an organization for black men on campus that was called HEADS. We helped to organize buses to go from Ann Arbor to Washington, D.C. for our day in court in 2004. So I was like rallying on the steps of the Supreme Court with like Reverend Jesse Jackson and people about this case.
It was easy for him to rally behind issues like this because of the foundation his grandmother gave him as a child.
That's from my grandma telling me that, like, don't be fooled or confused that it's easier to do wrong than it is to do right. Good to see you. How you doing? Good.
And he's been doing the right thing by providing resources at the Adam Butzel Rec Center.
I just need two.
Fighting for Michigan's most vulnerable people.
We ain't making enough progress if everybody can't participate in it.
And laying the foundation for those coming after him.
Get my feet wet with it.
I see you being an entrepreneur.
Most definitely.
That's right, man.
Yes, sir.
Like, I don't want you to be like somebody else. I don't even want you to be like me. I want you to be bigger than me. I want you to be more bold than me, more creative than me. I want you to be more aggressive than me. I want you to be more empathetic than me. I need you to take what I'm doing to a much better place, to a much higher level. So I try to encourage them to use any understanding of me as a floor, not a ceiling.